Let's go into a class and see what it's like to take a class. If you click on the link over here, it'll take you directly to the class. So this is the class on theological plurality we offered in fall. You'll notice here it says that I've not started the class, and on the right there's a progress bar that has nothing in it. Had I started taking the class, it would have gone across and be partially green. You also notice on the right that there's a list of the lessons. You can click on these to go to any lesson, but if you try to skip ahead, the lesson will tell you that you can't go to it yet. So here's the description, the person who's presenting it. This is all the basic information you saw before. So here's class 2, and you'll notice now on the right under lessons, module 1 is now lined through and italicized. That tells me that I've made some progress. And you'll look, the progress bar is now 1/9 of the way across. So here's the information for module 2. Here's the recording for the process circle because this process circle's already happened. Here's the playlist with the videos. This one has lesson topics. So once you finish watching the video, you need to click the lesson topic and go to the topic. Here's the topic. You'll notice this gray dot at the top. When you've completed the topic, it will turn green. So here's some information that the professor wanted us to read. And then here's more information if you want to read more, and some optional reading links. Here again is our Mark Complete button. Click that when you finish reading all the materials. And it's going to take us back to the lesson page. See, here we are back at our lesson page. Now, however, when we come down here to lesson topics, we're going to see that there's a green dot next to the lesson. That tells us we've completed that lesson. And now we can go on to the quiz. If you try to skip the lessons or the topics before going into the quiz, it will actually tell you you need to go back. So now we're going to go to the quiz. All right, so this is what the quiz page looks like. You click Start Quiz, and it's going to bring the quiz up for you. You put in your answers and click Next, and then you click Finish Quiz, and it'll give you your score. Most of our quizzes require a score of 80% to pass. Quizzes that have fewer than 4 questions require a score of 50% to pass. So I've gotten a passing score. I'm going to click here to continue. And it's going to take me straight into the next module. And again, you'll notice here on module 2, there's a line drawn through it and it's italicized. If you click back on that module, let's say you wanted to go back and double check one of the references there, you'll notice down here at the bottom, there's now a big green check mark. And if we go back to the main page of the class and scroll down to the bottom, you'll note that I now have check marks at Module 1 and Module 2 because I've completed those 2 modules. So there's all sorts of ways to keep track of where you are. And if I go back to the home page and scroll down to Progress Details, it will tell me that I've completed 2 of 9 steps in that class. I do want to tell you that there does seem to be one small glitch with the computer system. This is a software issue that we have no control over. We are hopeful that the next update will repair it. It appears that sometimes people who are using Google Chrome to access the site have issues with the quizzes. Everything else works fine, but when they get to the quiz and they can finish the quiz, it just spins and it doesn't come up as completed. They won't get a score, and then they have to take the quiz again. If you have that happen, please try a different browser if that's possible, or send an email to HUULTI@surguua.org. Let us know which lesson and quiz you're on, and also give us your username and password so that we can go into your account and see what's happening. I also would appreciate it if you would tell me what browser you're using so that we can tell if this is just a Google Chrome problem or if it's broader than that. Thus far, the only people who seem to have had trouble are those using Chrome. We also would suggest that you empty the cache on your browser periodically while using this class. It seems to make the process work faster. And that's the basics of taking a course, registering, and signing up for a course on the H-UULTI website. If you have additional questions, please check our frequently asked questions and support sections, or please send an email to HUULTI@surguua.org. Thanks, and I'm glad you joined us.